I am here to share stories of bravery and moves that leaders, CEOs, and business owners are making right now. One leader, 1 minute story. And I have with me Leah Vetter. She is the area president at Gallagher. And I am so excited to have you here today, Leah. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
Good. Well, what better way to start off the week than to talk a little bit more about bravery? So I would love to hear from you on what is helping you be braver right now.
You know, Nicole, when you invited me to do this, I really thought a lot about what is it that I've been allowing myself to do to be more brave. And as I think back on the journey, specifically related to COVID, there's been a couple things. And it hasn't been these big, grandiose events that have happened. It's more of these small, subtle kind of opportunities to step into my own discomfort, really is what has allowed me to be brave. And I've challenged myself to be willing to go into a place of asking myself, why am I uncomfortable here? And sharing that out with others and allowing that to be a connection point with others during this very uncertain time. I've also learned that I've appreciated duality, right? This feeling of being incredibly insecure and yet confident in what I'm doing, and allowing that to be a connection point with so many others as well.
Oh, that's awesome. When I think about what you're saying, give me an example of what that behavior or habit is in action. So what would that look like for us?
Yeah, so there was a specific time when I had to share some very difficult news with my team in the impact of COVID. And I was really uncomfortable by what I was feeling, but I felt like I needed to show up and be there for my people. And so rather than put on this brave face, right, and this facade, I embraced it and shared with them my own feelings of insecurities or my own fears. And I talked them through what I was feeling and then what I was doing about it. And the amount of response or feedback that I got from my team about how much they appreciated just my own personal feelings and sharing that with them allowed them to feel like it was okay to have their own insecurities or their own fears and be willing to do something with it.
I love that. You know what I love about that is it's vulnerability in action, right? And you're
Yeah.
giving them permission to feel that way too. When so often we're processing the message we have to deliver, and we have to deliver it in in kind of
Yeah.
a brave, bold way. So I love that you did it in a very caring, showing elements of vulnerability, but of confidence and strength as well, saying, it's difficult, but we have to do it. So I love that.
Yeah. You know, one of the other things that when I think about is oftentimes I challenge myself to also think about this time as of shifting my mindset of thinking, what if this was happening for me? So all of this pandemic, this uncertainty, being a leader in this time where there's this need for anti-racism and standing up and speaking out, right? What if it was all meant for me right now in this given moment to show up in a different way and to learn and grow? And by making that mind shift happen, I've allowed myself to think and look for the opportunities in it versus being reactive of, oh my gosh, all this is happening to me. What can I do? Or how am I going to handle it? So it kind of puts me in a position of being more proactive versus just responsive or reactive.
Mm-hmm. Give us one piece of advice for anybody that's listening to this, one piece of advice around bravery right now.
Yeah, I would say you can't always help how you feel, but you can help how you think, and your thoughts directly impact your feelings. And so when you find yourself in a moment of feeling overwhelmed or insecure, start to change the way you think about it, and that perspective that you have can actually help you. Really embrace whatever's uncomfortable. And so I think that's the best advice that I would give to my team members or to anybody else that's listening right now.
Oh, thank you so much, Leah, for sharing what's helping you be braver right now. Bravery is an acquired behavior. It takes practice, and those are such great examples of mindsets, behaviors, and habits that you're employing right now. So thank you for sharing that. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate it.
You bet.
All right.